What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Shar. Y'all know what time it is. Hit the like button, turn your notification on, and subscribe to the channel because I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Listen, y'all make it do what it do, what it do, what it do. And remember to speak when you walk on in the chat. Because ain't nobody sleep with you last night. If you aren't following me on any forms of social media, go ahead and follow me at TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X. Even now, Patreon at Shar's Reality number 6. If you aren't following my backup page, go ahead and follow me there at Shar's World number 6. Hello to all my newcomers. Hello to all my flip floppers. And hello to all my day ones. This is not a chat for children. So if you're a child, you probably should exit stage left. We do not, under no circumstances, entertain children. Everything on this channel is alleged and in my opinion. All right. Welcome, chat. Let's see who's in the chat. I promise. I always say I'm not going to be here long, but the chat gets so good. I'm always here longer than I expected. But I don't think I have that much to say. That's going to be an hour. We're going to do this review and get up out of here. Hi, Janet J. How are you? Dr. Ann, what's up? Mama Bees, ain't nobody sleep with you last night. Stephanie in the building, Veronica in the building. What up, check meets? What's up? Listen, y'all go ahead and share the live, like the live, so that people can know that your girl is over here doing some amazing things and I can stay active in all the rhythm. All right. Listen, I gotta say, it was like a breath of fresh air. If I can be honest with this episode, it was nice to see just less drama, right? Sometimes it's like breathtaking, and they be added, and it just be too much, and it just be a lot. Okay, so I have to say that this particular episode was one of my favorites since the season returned. Because it was a less calm, it was less calm, it was more calmer, if I should say. Okay. If you guys didn't check out the video that I did on yesterday, go check that out. I know I did one on Wanda. And then I came back and I can't remember what the heck it was on. How about that? So how I'm gonna tell y'all to go watch something, but I can't remember what the heck I was talking about. But anyway, go check out my latest video that I posted. Give it a thumbs up, comment if you wish. Hi Terry, how are you? I see y'all coming on in. That's right. Keep sharing so that people can know that I'm over here. I saw somebody say yesterday, Shar, get to the point so that you don't lose your viewership. Listen, I gotta make sure my folks are comfortable. All right. It's kind of like when people come in your house and they're like sitting in a little corner with their coat on still. You want to make them feel welcome. So what you do is you keep talking, or you might offer them something to drink so that they can get a little comfortable, right? And that's what I do in my chat. I let you guys come in, get comfortable, take your coat off, kick your shoes off, stay for a little while. We don't want you to just go in and out. So that's the idea of talking a little bit just to get y'all comfortable and just stay with your girl for a little while. All right. So for those of you who don't understand, you don't understand, but I just explained it for you that do understand. You've been rocking with me and rolling with me. So you understand the assignment. I didn't watch because I knew Melody wasn't going to be on there. Yeah, I saw that too, but I can say that I definitely enjoyed Destiny being nowhere to be found. Okay, and y'all make sure your notifications are on because we're definitely going to talk about Queen Sheba interview with Sunni. Very informative, and a lot of eye opener. Basically, nothing that we did not know already, but we're gonna talk about it and break that thing apart and debunk that thing. Shout out to Queen Sheba. She's doing an amazing job over there. And listen, as a content creator, you cannot create content in fear. So listen, shout out to her for doing the dang on thing. Hi Joyce, how are you? And welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, I see y'all coming in. So listen, let's jump into it. If you come in later and I'm talking, hello to you anyway. Don't take it personal if I did not see your name or say your name. Y'all know I love y'all. I love y'all. Ain't nothing y'all can do about it. All right. So listen, the first scene was Nell and Fletcher. Okay. Now I was a little bit confused into why Nell was meeting Fletcher at the office versus having this conversation in your bedroom, in your kitchen, at home. Like, what was the urgency that you had to go to this dude's job, right? Or his place of employment to have this conversation? Like, and Nell cracks me up because she's always like, and like she's just so heartbroken about everything and everything just bothers her. Okay, now I'm not saying that it ain't fake tears, but chalk it up, honey. We don't. It's too much. Okay, at this point, it's just too much. Girl, if you don't tell them kids to go get that job and keep that job and keep it moving and be fabulous like you are, okay, I just couldn't get with it. But anyway, let's talk about it. She's all like she want to just cry. Jesus heard you the first time, all right? So anyway, she meets Fletcher in the office, his real estate office, and he tells Nell that he is looking for a house for Sunni and Moses, and she starts to get like real disturbed. You can see the disturbance in her face, and she's like, um, that she told him that they were either flip well he told her they were either flipping the house or they were actually moving to Alabama. He wasn't sure, but I knew he was sure. He just didn't know how Nell would take to it, given the fact that everybody's in this area of defending destiny, which nobody cares. She doesn't deserve to be defended right now, okay? So because of that, he was a little bit like, should I tell her that they moving here for real and real time, or should I just keep it to myself? So he definitely kept it to himself. Muted expressions. What's up, baby? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Lee, I see you. What's up? I'm praying this show ends after the season. Love and Marriage Huntsville is cursed. Ooh, baby. So anyway, so she goes on to tell him, he's basically like pulling back because he knows that she's going to get upset. If he actually told her, in my opinion, that these folks were actually thinking about moving here because of the loyalty that Nell supposedly have to Destiny. Okay. So Nell goes on and says, are you going to do it? He's like, don't you think it's going, she says, don't you think that it's going to be a conflict of interest with Destiny? Again, who the hell cares about Destiny? Okay, so Fletcher goes on and says that if someone asks me to find them a house, I'm basically going to do it. Okay, I don't have to check with Destiny. I said, "Ooh, clear the whole room, Fletcher. Let her know nobody has to check with Destiny." And I think that's part of the problem that we have all been experiencing is Destiny has been expecting something from somebody that's really impossible. Okay, we saw her do that with Melody. That Melody didn't tell her, or Melody didn't check in with her. She's very clingy, okay, and very possessive, and she likes to attach herself to people so much so that she thinks that they owe her something. Okay, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. Where Sunni even talked about it yesterday during Queen Sheba interview, where Destiny had this per se about her that she just has to be attached to people, and her attachment, she associate that with friendship rather than just being an associate. Okay, so anyway, Fletcher like, we cool and all that, but I don't owe Destiny nothing. I said, get her, Fletcher, get her. Okay, so Nell says, well, everything you've been through with her, basically, don't you think that you should give her explanation? He's like, well, I haven't really spoken to her, but okay. So Nell basically was like, never mind, let's talk about these kids of ours, okay? And she goes on to talk about the kids. And remember that we talked a little while ago about the kids and how they were the kids basically were using the parents, which is Fletchers. Okay, they want their rent paid, they want utilities paid, they always get locked up, they always in a jam. And Nell is basically again like, so choked up again, all right, about this, and she brings it to Fletcher in the office. She says that two or three of the children needs financial assistance often. Okay, it's always Chris, it's either Kiki or Lance, here and there. She says it's starting to add up, and she says that when you're paying rent, utilities, and they don't know how stressful it is on her, they don't realize that it has taken them from their own priorities. She says that she don't want to do it anymore. Okay, it's starting to be it's starting to affect her mental. Okay, and she's done. She's drowning. She's done with it, and she goes. And then Chris jumps in and he says that they come to you, basically talking to Nell and saying, look, they come to you instead of me, basically saying that they know that I'm going to say no. So they come to you because you always basically handing out the money. When they come to me, they like, I'm going to be like, hell no. Okay. He says that I do present it to you, but I never present it to you as a problem. Okay. So he's meaning that he talks to her like, babe, you need to pull back with this money given, but he never presented it as a problem because he don't want no problem with her. Okay. So she asked him, do he notice something is wrong with her? I'm gonna be honest. He looked like he was like, I don't even care if something was wrong with you. I'm not saying he said that, but he cleaned it up real good. Was like, of course I noticed that something was wrong with you. I've been with you for 30 plus years. Okay, I know when something is wrong with my wife. A good comeback, Chris. Good comeback. I don't think you was going to be able to live that one down if you didn't say that. She asked him that he had to even notice that something was wrong with her as far as the children taking a toll on her. Okay. She says that it's time to set boundaries. He says that I don't want you to be stressed out. Let's start setting some boundaries. And during the confessional time, he says that he tells Nell, don't hold it in. Okay. He says, well, let's just, he says, she says, well, let's just give it all to you and you handle it from now on. He says, well, sure, give it to me. I'll handle it from now on since you seem to be in a place where you are basically just giving. Just give it to me. I'll handle it if it's going to stress you out. Okay. He says, well, let's have dinner. And Nell says that she'll think about it. She'll know about all that because, the last dinner they had, baby, it was clutch on sight. All right. So, after that, let's get back to the comments. But after that, before we get to the comments, Fletcher meets up with Martell. Okay. Mama B says the 34 likes and 49 in the chat. Please hit the like button. Yes, definitely. Hi, Patricia. How are you? And welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Mama B says, hi, Purple Unicorn. What's up, Purple Unicorn? Welcome to the chat. The producers are throwing scenes up against the wall and hoping they work. Total failure. I'm with you, honey. Views down 40K. If millimeters really activated, we could shut this show all the way down. And Ken, that part was crazy. Hi Veronica, how are you? And welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I'm praying the show ends. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anybody or anything. Um, Mama Bees is speaking to everyone because she understands nobody sleep with y'all last night. Okay, so next the Fletchers meet up with Martell. Fletcher meets up with Martell. And when Fletcher walks in with Martell, they come in. Um, whew. So Fletcher is basically telling him that that Sunni and Moses is coming. And Martell got questions, obviously. Martell's like, wait, how did they get here? Who brought them here? You know what I mean? And then Fletcher really rope it in that they're thinking about moving here. They're going to have to live there or they're going to invest in the property. Okay. So this house that they're in is supposedly a house that Martell has built. Okay. Now, who builder's license he under, we don't know, but Martell has supposedly built this house. So Fletcher is bringing Moses and Sunni there to see the house because they're thinking about moving. Now, remember that he just told Nell that he wasn't sure whether it was going to be an investment property or they were actually moving here. He seems to be pretty sure right about now. Okay. So, then Moses and Sunni come walking through the door, yada yada yada, right? And when they walk through the door, Martell asks Fletcher, basically, have you talked to Destiny? Because Fletcher has just told him that he's looking at Martell's house for Moses and Sunni. Again, who the hell has to run anything by Destiny? Destiny can't right now financially even support herself. So what would it be a concern of hers if somebody else can financially support themselves and looking for a property where she can't even align herself with them? That doesn't even make sense, in my opinion. Okay. So Fletcher goes on and says, no, the doorbell ring. Here comes Sunni and Moses walking. And then you have Fletcher. He says that I don't know why everybody thinks that I need his confessional time says that I don't know why everybody thinks that I need to run anything by Destiny. Okay, Moses and Sunni come walking through the door, and he says that Moses and Sunni come walking through the door, and Sunni goes on to say that, yeah, we're looking for something to start our family. Okay, so Martell is looking for some type of clarification, if I can add, okay? He just looked like, wait a minute, family. Hold on. What you mean starting a family? She says that I'm saying starting and not started, as if it has not happened yet. We're starting as in it's going to happen. So she clears that up because Martell want answers. Basically, he want answers so he can go back and tell Destiny, because y'all know he a little sissy. All right. So Martell says that it don't take but one night to basically have these children if that's what you want to do. Okay, so basically Martell has questions again. Like I said, he has questions because he wants to take something back to Destiny because they're friends, right? And friends look out for each other even if it's a bunch of gossip. Okay. um so then Moses, Fletchers take them to walk around the house. Moses said that it's that he's basically want a fresh start, and that's his reason for wanting to move to Alabama. He wants a fresh start. um and where they are in St. Louis is pretty rough. They want a safe environment for their children, and they're not talking about children that's here or on their way. They're talking about what they're starting, okay, because they are doing, I think, the IVF at this point. Um so Fletcher asks, "Are you guys starting a family?" Sunni says, "We're doing IVF. We just finished our second round. They will see how the eggs basically mature." Okay. Moses basically skipped over the whole subject. Like, all right, y'all, we here to see a house. What the hell, me and my wife's IVF and what round we got going on have to do with y'all? Y'all asking a whole lot of questions. So he skipped right over it. And basically jumped right into what they are there for, and was like, all right, what's the accent cost? Because everything else y'all talking about doesn't even matter. Martell says the house is going for 340, which definitely did not look like it was worth it. But we have a lot of room. He says, the Fletcher says that he wanted to offer them the house first. Um, he wanted to offer them the house first, okay? Because they did touch on it at the gala, and they started to talk about the gala, and Moses said that they definitely did start to talk about it. Sunny says that I don't know if I enjoyed it, but basically it was a nice, good event. Okay. Fletcher jumps in, was like, "Well, you had a good time because you was over there talking to my wife." She's like, "Yeah, Nell was pretty cool." Um, She's like, Nell was pretty cool. She says, "Yes, that was a good conversation." Martell says, "Here he go again, inserting nothing because he ain't got nothing to talk about." Okay, 74 in the chat. Shout out to you guys. Martell jumps in it and was like, "Yeah, because soon as I got there, I talked to Destiny. Here we go with this Destiny." Martell's carrying the bone, being Destiny voice, trying to get information from people that's not even thinking about her. Okay. And he says, "Yeah, I talked to Destiny." You can see the uncomfortable face of Sunny, like, dang, here we go again talking about Destiny. I just want to go somewhere where I don't have to talk about Destiny. I got her man. He married me and not her. It's over with. Point blank, period. Boo. Okay. So Sunny goes on and says that I understand um her emotions and the situation. Now I thought that was very big of her to even put herself in that situation and not overlook it, like she don't understand why Destiny was hurt. Okay. I love that about her in this scene. I think that was very woman of her that says, "Look, I know that she's hurt. I understand. And if it was me, basically, I probably would feel some type of way as well." Okay. Martell says that, "Do you blame her?" Now, I told you guys this in an earlier video. I said, Martell got some nerves to actually make sense, okay? Because the fact that he can rationalize with Sunny and Moses and Destiny's situation says a lot about him. So he's just not willing to bend for him and Melody's situation because he don't want to. Because he don't want to, not that he can't, okay? So he goes on to say, Sunny says that she understands, but she don't do disrespect, okay? And it's a big difference. It's a different thing. She says that she was my dog is about to act up. I can probably hear him crying already. Because he doesn't believe that I should be on live. Like, he believes that it's a conspiracy against him. But we're gonna try to get through without him barking, okay? He done been out, he done got fed, he just wanna get on my nerves. All right. So those of you who just joined us, who never joined us before, I do have a noisy dog. So just stay with me, okay? Um So basically, he goes on to say, um, that Sunny goes on to say that she was not basically messing around with Moses while they were together. Okay, so let's clear that air. Moses says that she wasn't doing him right. All right, now y'all know I got a big problem with a man that's always want to be cradled. Okay, I understand being submissive. I understand, stroking a man's ego, but that crying and that whining, baby, that ain't for me. All right, I just can't do it. So Moses seemed like a crybaby. He wants somebody to actually give him a bottle feeding. All right. He want to be cradled and coddled in somebody's arms. No, thank you. All right. So toodles to whoever can deal with that because I can't. Okay. And he says that Destiny wasn't taking care of him. So Sunny basically picked up the ball and she didn't fumble it. All right. So Martell says that he understand it. Uh, it's life basically. Okay. And he basically liked them both. And then Sunny jumps in and says that basically she didn't date him on the same timeline as Destiny. So let's clear that up, okay? Um and Martell says that he told Destiny that it didn't work. Y'all dated. Hold on one second, guys. All right, guys. So back to where we were. He basically tells Destiny that he's neutral in the situation, and they didn't work out. Okay, so Fletcher jumps in there definitely with a dig. He says, "Wait a minute, Martell, you neutral?" Because you know where he was coming from with that. He basically was talking about in reference to when him and Nell told Martell they neutral and they're not going to pick sides. Martell was not having that. So Martell jumps back and Martell says that, well, if Moses did anything to Destiny, I'm riding with Destiny all day. We know, Martell, because your loyalty to Destiny is a little deeper than all of us would like to know. Okay. Um, and then he goes back to say, you and your wife be riding with Melody just based on what she tells you. Okay. He's talking about Melody. If Melody tell them one thing, they're riding with it. So Fletcher says, I've been saying I'm neutral from the beginning. You're the one that said that I'm basically picking a side. I've been saying neutral from the beginning. So they skip over that. Um, Dr. Ann says Martell is giving Destiny advice on some things he couldn't accept. Moving on. Ooh, you made it plain, Dr. Ann. It's no different from Destiny. Destiny wanted someone to take care of her. Moses wanted a woman to reciprocate. Yep. I think Moses is referring to he has a business and Destiny was missing in action for 8 months. And that's what he means by not taking care of him. I hope that's what he means, Audrey. Welcome to the chat. Um, Welcome to the chat. Always that girl. Welcome to the chat, boo. I'm doing well. I cannot complain. I'm getting ready for vacay, so I'm excited about that. Hi, Brittany. How are you? And welcome to the chat. I think the show has taken mental toll on all. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Hi, Betty. How are you? And welcome to the chat. We appreciate you for being here. I take the show has taken a mental toll on the cast and audience. It is not good TV. I'm a strong believer in presentation. I strongly believe that. I believe that if you don't give it that much energy, it don't require that much energy. Get on here, report, and move on. That's just my take on it. Okay. But to each his own. Some people just get too invested, and that's what makes it that much draining. It's a show, guys. We're just reporting the news, okay? Um, so let's jump back in it. Okay. So after Martell talks about Fletcher and Nell not basically being neutral and picking sides, Sunny jumps in and says that I hope one day Destiny and I can be you basically neutral, okay? Sit in the same space and understand why I understand why she's upset, but I don't dislike her. At the end of the day, it don't look good, but I hope they can. She hoped that them two can set aside their differences. Okay, Martell says start talking about him and Melody again. Like Martell, this conversation don't even have nothing to do with you and Melody, but okay, if you want to go ahead and have a little inch, take a mile, then go ahead. All right. So he started talking about him and Melody again. Um, and basically, how he wants to be happy. Um, he wants them to be happy at the end of the day. Okay. Martell meets with Stormy at her warehouse, which I saw no purpose for, but okay. And they walked in like they was bro and sis. You and Stormy ain't even like that, so I don't even know what that scene was about, but okay. We gonna ride with you because it's TV, I guess. All right. So Martell fake laugh and fake fall on the floor, acts about, basically like he hurt like he was gonna sue her. She was like, don't do that, don't even play like that. I said, I know that's right, honey, because you don't know how real somebody is, honey. They pulled the paperwork out. So I was with Stormy on that one. So he asked where Courtney was, and Stormy was like, he's away for 2 days. And then they went on and says how she missed him. She had her first, basically how Trish was ready to train him and everything at the event. And he was not there. And you guys know why he really wasn't there. And Melody rejected going because Martell was going to be there. Okay. And he like Martell went on and says that, she was like, I'm so mad at you. And he was like, be mad at the cookies and cakes. And Stormy was like, uh, why you were why were you so uncomfortable at my house? Martell was like, she got a whole man, and she mad at me. He's basically talking about Trish, okay? He says that she got a whole man and she's mad at me, that I didn't acknowledge her. He was basically saying, like, why you mad at me? Like, you got a whole dude. Now, I can agree with him with that. All right. Not that he give a damn about nobody having nobody's a dude or a girlfriend, baby, because y'all know Martell will slip right in there and get that nut. All right. So Stormy goes on and says that it was given, y'all knew each other in another way. Martell was like, she came over the crib a couple times, you know what I mean? Stormy was like, what, how, when, where, what? Over your crib. And Martell was like, basically he DM'd her, right? He was interested. Um, and he DM'd her like, hey, but that seems to be Martell normal. If you guys pay attention, he DMs people all the time to do it, to get his way, like he did Kenya, like he did Sheree. He watch, he steady, and then he make his move. All right. So Stormy asked him, did he tell Ken? Martell was like, I told him, but not the real deal. Okay. Stormy's like, wait, I'm in the middle of some bullshit. Okay. Martell was like, I was surprised I didn't see Melody. Here he go with Melody again. He just could not keep his lips off of Melody in this particular episode. Okay. He says that he was surprised that he didn't see Melody there. And then that's when Stormy told him that she invited her. But she was like, no way, no ham, no turkey, no bacon. If he coming, sis, I gracefully bow out. And I said, I don't blame her. Okay. Um, the stroking the eagle is very weird to me. Why do you have to stroke their egos? My question is, can they stroke their wives or girlfriend ego? Ooh, good question. Dr. Ann says, like Stormy didn't already know. Bad actors. Yes, Dr. Ann. Pull the cards, baby. Pull her cards. All right, so Martell goes on and says that it's cool. After the arrest, he was going to throw that in there because they basically put this scene together. Okay, so Martell's like, it's cool. After the arrest, later they was at one of his daughter's spelling bee and at the event. And they were basically sitting in the same vicinity. So he don't know where all the animosity came from Melody with the arrest when they was just at an event and they were able to be cordial. So why couldn't that same thing happen? Why did he have to be arrested? Well, she had to take the rug from up under your feet and make you fall flat on your face because you didn't understand, leave me the hell alone. Okay. You didn't understand, don't threaten me with a good time. So she had to pull the rug from up under your feet because you was getting a little big headed because she wasn't poking back at you. You took that like, oh, I'm good. She ain't gonna do nothing to me. And then she had to show you, no, I actually can do something for you. And I don't have to make it up. I'm just gonna go ahead and play with the law. Right. So that's why she gave you the arrest energy, okay? And you should have been arrested. Times 10 because you play too much and you do too much and you don't know when to stop. When somebody tell you no, it's no, dang it, okay? So Stormy goes on and says that, you know what? You know what's so crazy? I was arrested too. Girl, what? I said right here, right now, you want to talk about your arrest, like y'all bonding? Like, okay, I was arrested too. We both had cuffs on. They were both silver. And then we went against the brick wall, and they had to take a picture of us for a mugshot. And then they searched us down from the JJ to the feet. Like, what did y'all have to talk about right then and there? I just want to know. Did we get a super chat? Did I miss a super chat? Oh, thank you always that girl for the $5 super sticker. We appreciate you. Yes, Dr. Ann, they was bonded in jail. Child, listen, stop playing with me. All right, so with that being said, let's see. With that being said, Martell goes on and says that I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's so easy the way basically folks can get you arrested based off a lie. Martell, it wasn't a lie though, it was the truth. And with Black Titanic and Stormy, that wasn't a lie either. It happened just like that. So he actually pushes it on the millimeters and he says that these millimeters are unhinged and Melody created them. And she named them. All right. So Melody basically is responsible for the behavior of the millimeters. Okay. Stormy goes on to says that no issues, but there is an issue. Martell says, how are you basically going to move forward? She's like, look, when you're a winner, you can't, nobody can do nothing to you. Okay. It's a win for a win. And then she says, go ahead and do the same for him. She was just like, he could win too. She says that she's proud of him and he could win, but he's doing things behind the scene and God is not going to overlook that. Okay. So let's see who's in the chat before I go further. Um, Let me see. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Carho needs to give Melody the show so she can take it where it was supposed to be. I agree, especially based off the interview that Queen Sheba did yesterday with Sunny. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be possible. Destiny was messing with Moss when he was married. She's getting back what she gave. Yup. The fact that he can't do that for his ex-wife is very sad. It is. Martell giving Destiny advice. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I didn't millimeters have power. And do share the video, family. Thank you so much for the reminder. Um Mel was at her daughter's event because she could not deny him from coming, although he was not to be in her vicinity. I agree. Let me see. Okay. So let's finish it up. So now you got Maurice, you got Kimmy. They meet up with Sunny and Moses. And this is where the walls come down, okay? Basically, Kimmy wasn't feeling Sunny because of the way Sunny took her Destiny man, and she considered her and Destiny to be friends. So she kind of considered it to be two-faced if she sat and had a conversation with Sunny, okay, which ain't none of her concern because her and Destiny wasn't no friends like that. Stop playing with me. Okay, so Destiny um Kimmy goes on and says that Destiny asked to see the office, the last one they were in, that they had at the Universal. And basically she was saying that she's torn because Destiny is her friend, and the way that happened, it was messy. You should know about messy because you took somebody while they were in the middle of divorce. But listen, if you like it, I love it. Okay. Um, and basically she was saying how would Destiny feel. Okay, Maurice says that he don't know how she would feel, but sooner or later they will find out. So Sunny comes in and she says that she wanted to talk to Kimmy because Tisha was basically doing too much. Okay, so she wanted to get Kimmy alone, so she can basically fill her out and Kimmy can get another clarity of who she is as an individual without Tisha yapping in the background. That's my friend, that's my friend, that's my best friend, right? So Maurice was saying that when are y'all moving here? Sunny was like, we're considering it. Kimmy's like, slow down. And I just was like, Kimmy, no, you ain't talking about slow down. Girl, you couldn't even wait for Maurice to finish his divorce before you jumped on the haystack. So what are you talking about, slow down? Oh, so you do know how to slow down. You just chose not to. But it's good. Well, listen, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, okay? How can you consider yourself and tell somebody else to slow down because you don't approve of the way that things are going or in the sequence things are? That's not your job, boo. Back off. Okay, you way too invested, right? And you don't get to tell no other grown woman slow down. Girl, ain't nobody your child. You better go play in the playground somewhere. But listen, back to what I was saying. So Kimmy basically tells Sunny, wait a minute, slow down, move here. Okay. Don't y'all think that y'all basically rubbing it in her face? No, because it's a free world. They can do whatever the hell they want to, okay? And if Destiny is so bothered by them being in the same vicinity with her, then boo, just go get some new ding dong to ride on. I don't know what to tell you, all right? So Sunny says, yes, because we're thinking about starting a family. Um, Kimmy was like, basically, why is Huntsville your number one pick? Sunny was like, she has family here. She has friends there. Kimmy was like, all things considered, don't you think that it's rubbing a little salt in the wound? Moses goes on and says, we're all grown. And I agree. We're all grown. So she should be able to swallow the fact that her ex is in a relationship with not only his girlfriend, not just his girlfriend, but his wife. Okay. Sonny goes that, hope there's a time where she can, be good. She could be okay. And they could be in the same room. She also says that the Fletchers showed them a house of Martell's, and Moses goes on and says that, well, it might be an investment home. They don't know if they wanted to live the north side. So basically, they were saying that north side of Alabama is basically a reminder of St. Louis, and they weren't feeling that. Okay, so it would be more of an investment property than anything because they weren't trying to go backwards, they were trying to go forward. I can understand that. Okay. So then after that, Sonny says, for our children, basically, we want basically a safe environment. Maurice like, wait. So last time we talked, and Maurice definitely did pull Moses' card, okay? He was like, wait, so last time we talked, you basically skipped over the question. So are there kids or are there not kids? Do you have kids or what? So Moses says that, we're on our second round of what is it called? IVF. So that's what I was talking about when I talk about kids. So Sonny says that, they both want, a boy, a girl. They actually shooting for twins. I said, not the twins, baby. The twins gonna drive y'all crazy. But listen, I love love. Y'all go for it. Kids are a blessing. Have fun with your babies. All right. If y'all get two at the same thing one time, God bless you. All right. So they basically shooting for twins. Okay. Marie says, boy, I tell you, everything you do is really fast. They're gonna little jab. Everything you do is fast. Well, Maurice, you would know about it. But anyway, let's continue on. Okay. So Sonny goes on to say that, time waits on nobody. I said, get them, sis, eat them up, chalk them up. Okay. We started doing the IVF before we got married. I said, huh? What? So you was already deciding you wanted a baby by this man, whether he proposed or not. That was a little strange to me. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. And especially because of the way that what you know about him based on what Destiny told you, okay? And I'm sure Destiny shared a portion of him that maybe you saw or maybe you didn't, because men do change based off, their preferences. So I don't know, but I'm just like, why you start the IVF before you said I do? But that's what she said. Y'all gotta ask her, not me. Okay. So Maurice says that, Maurice is telling his life story and how 31 of his friends got killed before he was 21. I was like, wow, that's sad. Okay. And I also like this scene. I'm gonna be honest. And Maurice and Kimmy's not no friends of mine, but I like this scene because I like the way that Maurice knew Kimmy's story. And he was so engaged and in tune about telling her story. And he actually was correct. So I kind of like that part about him. That was cute. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I like that he can appreciate where she come from and he appreciated her story, which we know that he's always downgrading her and downplaying who she is as an individual. So that was pretty dope. I liked it, that part. Okay, if I can be truthful. Okay, so Sunny says that 93 in the chat. Y'all hit the like button. So Sunny goes on and says that she think that Kimmy and Maurice can relate because basically their background and how they all grew up. Sunny and Moses talks about their basically common backgrounds and why they clicked and how they both grew up with each other family. Moses goes on and says that he was 17 when he first went to prison. He came home at 19, went back again. When he came back home again, he got into a relationship. He got into real estate. His grandma gave him his, their family property. And he refinanced that, took a loan out, bought two more houses, but still couldn't let the streets go. And this was pretty interesting, but I can appreciate his honesty. Okay. He still couldn't let the streets go. um, so he ended up going back to jail. Okay. And Maurice was like, how long did you do? And Moses is like, I did a total of 8.5 years, 15 in all. I was like, ooh, baby, whoo, that's a long time. I can't even imagine. All right. So Maurice was like, well, what was your turning point? And I'm glad he asked that question because I'm sure it was a question we all was thinking, like, what changed you now? Okay. Moses was like, I lost a lot of people while I was going, while I was gone. It was hard. I was getting um it was hard basically missing it over time. All right. Goes on to talk about they just and Kimmy jumps right in. Like, baby, she dived in there. What do you do? What is it that you do, sir? Like, I just gotta ask you, because you over here, you're talking about this, you're talking about that, but I don't see nothing. I don't see no pudding in the pudding. All right. And she jumps, dive right in there. She says, what do you do? He says that he do real estate, trucking, um, logistics. He had a host of things that he do. Sonny was like, we all good over here. Moses is like, she's the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm blessed, glad that I met her, and she's in my life. And she understands me. It don't take him, he didn't take him long. He looked over and he knew that she would be his wife. I was like, oh, how cute. You guys are cute. Okay. I'm gonna get back to the comments, I promise. Okay. Um, Kimmy's goes on and says that she talked about how Sunny was, reached out to her during her time of her cancer scare. And Sunny was very, 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 hold on, guys, hold on. I gotta make sure we ain't cutting off here. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm just gonna transfer to my phone for a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Cause I know this thing will cut off on y'all. Hold on. Um, with no problems. Um, hold on, y'all. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Um, all right, I'm here. I just wanted to make sure that we didn't cut off or nothing like that. All right. So I really can appreciate his honesty during that whole scene. Um, I can appreciate Kimmy just being honest, like, I wasn't feeling you because of the way you and Moses met, but if I could be honest, and the loyalty that I have to my friend Destiny. But if I could be honest, I could appreciate the time that you were there for me during my cancer situation, and you took the time with me, okay? And she went on to invite them to this whole event. So Kimmy basically took her wall down after talking to them and finding out, you know what, this girl isn't that bad. And I took on the same attitude as Destiny and Tisha because one, I'm a copycat. Two, I don't have my own identity, and I'm always riding the coattail of somebody else's feelings. Okay, I don't know what the hell I feel. That's just my opinion. Okay, so they talked about that. Um, and then they talk about, real estate. And Kimmy was like, I can't do nothing with y'all if y'all already signed with the Fletchers. They like, we didn't sign anything. Kimmy was like, well, in that case, we can get you a house, boo. So let me know if you need our services. I was like, okay, good business move, cross. Boom, it's done. All right. Martell never remembered to mention those fine A Mel bodyguards all around Mel at every event. Child, he ain't gonna talk about that, okay? I don't understand why Kimmy has an opinion and everything because Maurice was married and Moses was not. Woo, all right. Okay, Moses was a single man and owed nothing to no female, okay? Um, Leave facts on everything you are saying. Dr. Ann says you're so right. How can Kimmy talk when she did the same thing? That's what I was saying. Girl, shut up and hush up and go sit over there in that corner. All right. Maurice and Kimmy need to worry about that lawsuit and DUI in real life. Okay. Let's be real. Kimmy doesn't really like Letitia or Destiny. I agree with that, Brittany. Tell them again. All right. If they go another season, I would be surprised. Me too. It's a little boring and lame. All right, 40 minutes into the chat, I thought I was going to be shorter, but apparently not. He has been with insane person for 10 years. Why should anyone tiptoe around Destiny? She was not Moses' wife, just a 15-year-old side chick. Woo, years side chick, baby. 61 likes and 93 in the chat. Hit that like button. Yes, honey. Let the math. All right. Patricia says the ratings is low and 40K Carlos fault. All right. Destiny looking bad out here begging for attention and is girl, get it together. Ladies, let's keep Kimmy. Let Kimmy be a lesson to you to never mess with a married, separated man ever. Ooh, make it plain, lead, make it plain. Preach. He thought he could continue to hurt her, and she said no more and did. All right. At the reunion, Kimmy turned on Destiny, and Destiny sat there looking stupid and stunned. Yep, she did. Thank you for the reminder of what my Cash App is. Thank you so much. Kimmy is a turncoat, and is Martell is nothing without Melanie. Clearly, y'all saw that picture of him and Ariana struggle. All right. Hi Tia P. What's up, baby? Welcome to the chat. We appreciate you for being here. Stephanie says to Lee, yes, we are, and they know it. 83 watching, get that likes to match. Please do. Ashar, one thing about that jewelry, aka handcuffs, it matches every outfit that you put. It sure will, baby. It sure will. Okay. I just didn't make sure I ain't miss nobody. Hi, Maria. How are you? Welcome to the chat. Lottie Dottie, everybody. Vivian in the chat. What's up? Shirley in the chat. What's up? Hey, Rally Rel. That's my sis from another. All right. Rally Rel is another content creator who be doing her thug busy. Okay, so if you aren't following her, go over there and follow her. If you follow her already, just make sure you mind your manners and hit the like button and subscribe when you get over there. All right, what's up, sis? Appreciate you for being here. Martell never met. Okay, so let's finish up this final scene. So Nell and Chris basically got these kids in one room finally. Okay. And the kids is kids, and okay, I did like that they all walked in. It was a little less tension than last time, where everybody walked in mad as hell at the world. Okay, this time was a little less tension. I don't know if it was because Lexi wasn't there or they wasn't going, have the real scene or not, but it definitely was less tension, if I could be honest. Okay, so Chris goes on to tell them how he invited the kids and Kiki over for a family meeting. Nell was like, hopefully everything don't go left. And everybody's just saying hello. And that was pretty dope. Like I said, that was pretty cool. The baby boy was like, look, I got a job, and guess what? I ain't only got a job, I'm a supervisor. I said, okay, supervisor. All right. So everybody basically sat down and started to celebrate him. And I thought that was pretty dope. Like, build him up, right? He's learning this new thing that he probably should have been learned, but his parents has coddled him. So now he's in another place where he's celebrating his supervised position, and everybody celebrated that. Okay, so they jumped right into it. Okay, let's set some boundaries. Don't call me. Nell was like, don't call me if it's not an emergency. Nell started to cry again. I told y'all she'd be choking up over nothing. She's I like, Nell, shut up. Okay, here you go again with this cry. Okay, so she started to get choked up, and she's saying that, they're basically not willing to put anybody in front of her but the grandkids. Now Kiki is the niece who basically was offended by that, because she was like, I don't have parents, you guys basically are my parents. And you can clearly tell that Nell did not mean it like that, wasn't even thinking on that cloud of Kiki. And Kiki was really hurt that she didn't mention her child. And she was like, well, my child don't have anybody, while you over here saying you only want to focus on the grandkids. Well, what about my child? So I think they need to, establish some fair and some fair boundaries, because Kiki seems to think that she's somewhere where they do love and support her, but they have already put her in a category of a niece that they support, and not a child that is their niece. Okay, so they need to clear some things up there. You could tell that Kiki is not okay with just being the niece that they support, so they probably need some counseling to clear the air. Kiki a little confused, all right, and I need y'all to basically make it plain, because she was really, really upset. Okay, so Chris asked, what about group therapy? Um, and Kiki was like, yeah, I'm cool with it. Chris was like, I'll do some solo, and good for him for actually saying, I'll do some slow solo first and then come on with the family. And everybody else basically agreed as well. And then Fletcher, excuse me, Fletcher was like, well, let's use Dr. Francis. Now I said to myself, Dr. Francis is going to chew y'all the hell up and spit y'all the hell out. Y'all probably should have used somebody else, because I don't think y'all ready for Dr. Francis. Dr. Francis came ready, honey, and loaded. All right. So he's not going to let y'all get away with nothing. But he's the therapist of the show, I guess. So he's about to chew y'all up. So we shall wait and see. So they basically was telling Nell that, or get her to understand, um, that she basically need some type of therapy. She was like, don't start that. I don't, basically she was saying she don't need nothing. Everything is everybody but her. All right. And she started to get very emotional, which means that it's Nell has a hard time with not being in control, in my opinion. And the moment that the ball is out of her court, she gets really upset and starts storming off like a 2-year-old. Okay. And that's a problem. That's a huge problem for a person that cannot take themselves out of the equation to control everything and everybody around them. Hence to why she's the one that's giving out the money to these children. So y'all stay woke, okay? Hey friend, it's Carmel. I got you, boo. I got you. Um, I like Dr. Francis. Yeah, he pretty cool. They ain't ready for him though. Hey Jazzy J, what's up, boo? At this point, does anyone have a storyline? Not at all. Nell be fake crying. Go off, Nell. That's what I was saying, really, real. I was like, girl, stop crying. You making yourself have all these heart attacks. Not literally, because y'all know people be like, why would you wish that on her? Y'all know y'all be bugging in these comments. I'm talking about the way she be stirring up her cry, okay? So let's be clear, because when they catch the replay, they have a problem with comprehension, okay, and hearing things. So let's be clear. I'm not talking about physical, and I'm not wishing that on her. I'm talking about the way she stir up her energy, okay? All right, all right. We got a clear understanding. Hi, LV, sweet mama. What's up, baby? Um, let's see. You guys are all speaking to my friend. Um, Vivian, I think I spoke, but if I didn't, hello from Jamaica. Um, so yeah, that was pretty much it. Nell did not want to admit that she needed counseling individually, and she was basically telling the children, don't start that. Okay, so that concludes the review of season 8, episode 10. And I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and those of you who didn't watch, I hope that it gave you a clear view of what was going on. I know a lot of you guys are on the blackout, so I hope this gave you guys something to go with. I'll come back later and debunk Queen Sheba's interview with Sunni. It was a really good interview. I got to make a couple runs and then I'll jump back to it. Thank you for everyone to stop by. Dr. Francis will let them have it. And I think Nell goes overboard because one son made a sacrifice when Nell put her husband out and they were struggling. Wow. That's deep, Veronica. So I'll come back later. If you guys didn't hit the like button, go ahead and hit the like button. If you aren't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button because we are on our way to 10K. And I love your checkmates, and there's nothing you can do about it. And remember, don't you let nobody tell you nothing different. If you aren't following me on any form of social media, go ahead and follow me at TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X. Even now, Patreon is Char's Reality number 6. If you aren't following my backup page, go ahead and follow me at Char's World number 6. My Cash App and my email is linked in my bio section, as well as the description section of this video, amongst others. Until next time, checkmates. Bye.